I've not ever really been a person to vocalize how I felt or my thought process. I was always scared to put myself out there at the risk of receiving criticism. And now I feel like I can post anything, and regardless of if people like it or not, I felt like that was my best work. Embroidery is like my joy. It's something still new. I've been learning embroidery over the last year. So I would definitely say embroidery is the number one thing. If we can start from the beginning where I got started, my mom's creative. My mom is crafty. I remember growing up and she was making everything from greeting cards to baskets for gifts and jewelry and different things that she would sell at church or give away for birthdays and different things like that. And it started with that. And then I learned how to sew from my grandmother. She would create projects. And I was actually just talking to my mom a few days ago about, she made this sweatshirt and then she just cut it in half because she wanted it to be a jacket that she could easily remove while she was at work. And she just added a lining on the inside. And I found my love for it because she transformed something that she had already created into something that was more accessible for her. So I feel like creating has just always been really, really easy for me. So a lot of people don't know that with embroidery, you can actually create your own designs and you can import them as cut files. So a lot of the designs that I create as a cut file. So I could create a pattern from it. So when I create that pattern, I can either give it to people to reuse and they can use it to cut material and things like that. So I'll take what I've cut using my silhouette machine and then I can put it onto my embroidery machine and then it'll embroider what I've cut out using the machine. So it's very, very helpful in the aspect of everything that I do. If it is creating a pouch, I can cut out the pattern for my pouches and it takes out a lot of that hand work where I would have to put it in. The process for me for creating with my silhouette is super, super easy. It's super streamlined, and then both systems really play well off of each other. So when I'm using my embroidery system and I need to create that file, I can easily just send it to my silhouette with no problem. I feel like every time I post something on social media, I'm like, this is great. This looks amazing. I did a great job. And when I first started, I was scared to just post because I was scared that people were going to like it. My audience is always like, I love this, I love this, I like this, I want this, or I want to make this. And I love that. There are times too where they're like, oh, make more of these, make more of these. And I think being a business owner, it makes it really hard when you hear make more of these and then nobody buys it. So you're just using up your material. That's where I have to use my discernment of, okay, what is gonna be the best decision for me as the business owner to produce more of this, to create more of this? Are people going to want it? So I think it's really helpful. I think we just have to, as business owners, be able to know when to create more, make more, and when to not, and just step back. There are things that I don't sell that I just create just because I want decoration around the house or whatever the case may be, and people absolutely love it. So I'm like, all right, even with the pumpkins that I did outside and the wreath, people love that. So I want to create more home decor projects, Dollar Tree style projects that everyone can make. I'm Mychal. I am the owner of Crafty, Pynk, Scorpion. And you guys can find me at Crafty Pynk with a Y, Scorpion on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.